We've developed an integrated marketing communications plan for the Ithaca Beer Company, also known as IBC. In our presentation, we will begin by giving you a bit of background about the company, including information about its product, target market, and marketing objectives. Then we will launch into our proposed plan. Founded 12 years ago by Dan Mitchell, IBC's core product is its 5 staple beers: Apricot Wheat, Flower Power, IPA, Nut Brown, and Caspazzillo. The company rotates a seasonal brew every few months and launches a special limited edition anniversary brew every December. IBC also sells home brewing equipment, apparel, growlers, and is a major sponsor of the annual Ithaca Brew Fest. IBC beers are sold at local bars and restaurants, Wegmans, and across the East Coast. We conducted interviews with a number of IBC employees and staff members, and they estimate that 70% of their tasting room business comes from tourists, especially beer enthusiasts from Pennsylvania, who are familiar with the brand from word-of-mouth advertising and/or regional beer competitions. That said, IBC would like to target the local Ithaca community and increase awareness of its beers and tasting room among this market. Based on feedback from IBC, we have defined the target market for our plan as a local community, comprised of residents, faculty, and graduate students. We estimate that this market includes approximately 30,000 22 to 60-year-olds who appreciate craft beer and prefer a beer drinking experience that is more refined than that of a local bar. To target this market and the public at large, IBC currently engages in a number of marketing activities including social media, company website, a blog, customer word of mouth, monthly newsletter, and Brewfest. We're still gathering budgeting information, but we predict that the company does not spend more than a few $1,000s on marketing, so our recommendations are largely built around that assumption. Our objective for this plan is to increase brand awareness and awareness of the Ithaca Beer Company tasting room using social media as a major media vehicle. Companies want to achieve top-of-mind awareness among their target market. IBC's first goal is to make its target market aware of its brand and tasting room, and we propose that IBC sponsor a few awareness-raising events coupled with a more strategic word-of-mouth campaign to achieve these goals. Our first idea is the Spirit of the Finger Lakes contest. IBC strives to capture the spirit of the Finger Lakes in its beers, and we propose using this idea as the basis for a local talent show. Competitors will first participate by uploading videos onto YouTube and encouraging their friends and families to vote for them. The finalists will be invited to the tasting room for a showcase event. Social media will play a big role as it will allow IBC to promote the contest, and contest participants will likely use social media to promote their own causes. Additionally, we proposed using the company's newsletter, website, and blog to further advertise the event. Lastly, we recommend trying to get a local radio station involved to broadcast from the in-house event, as the local radio station reaches customers who fit the target market description but who may live outside of the immediate Ithaca area. Next, we recommend that IBC sponsor a charity beer tour fundraiser where it will partner with a local charity, solicit donations for its normally free weekend tour, and reward participants with prizes for answering questions correctly after the tour. This approach gives IBC another event around which to employ its marketing tactics and has the added value of giving it access to the charity's membership base and marketing channels. IBC has sponsored or co-sponsored locally based events in the past, but this event will allow it to reach potential new customers through a new approach. And lastly, as an ongoing brand awareness raising activity, we suggest that IBC capitalize on its enthusiastic fan base, many of whom are connectors, by soliciting voluntary brand ambassadors. In addition to providing these ambassadors with paraphernalia and beer, we think that the ambassadors should be incentivized to host IBC beer-related events and to spread the word about IBC in local bars, especially during graduate school functions. In exchange for generating a crowd of a predetermined size, or say, beers where ambassadors have publicized requesting additional IBC beer due to new customer demand, ambassadors can be rewarded financially or with gift certificates to local restaurants or stores.
The second main goal of our integrated marketing communications plan for the Ithaca Beer Company is to increase the number of weekday visitors to the tasting room. The tasting room at the brewery on Elmira Road represents an important marketing vehicle for IBC to personally connect with the local community, with tourists such as beer enthusiasts from neighboring states, and with select students from Cornell University and Ithaca College. Moreover, it is a place where considerable retail revenue is generated. The current visitor level, however, and the average revenue volume on weekdays is not optimal and leaves great room for improvement. Especially the high variance in visitor levels leads to an only marginal profitability on many days. Therefore, we have developed several plans to leverage on the large potential of the business. Ithaca Beer Company has to redesign its corporate web page, and in particular improve the tasting room's web presence by optimizing its display on the homepage. The tasting room experience must have its own tab on the main horizontal menu. When opening this section, an interactive virtual tour of the brewery should be offered. Also, we see great potential to intensify communication to homebrewers who come to the tasting room to purchase equipment and get educated by including information on the brewing process, etc. under the brewery section. These recommendations can be promptly implemented and are not. Secondly, social media represents a great potential tool to promote the tasting room. We recommend to regularly post photo and video footage of events and activities going on at the tasting room on the company's Facebook page. Ithaca Beer Company needs to realize that it is not enough to merely ask customers to get active. Instead, it is crucial to share experiences, document special events, or celebrate and tweet about new beer arrivals to get people interested. By doing this, it will be also appropriate to place frequent reminders and incentivize people to come down to the brewery. Thirdly, IBC needs to actively approach distinct target groups through advertising, networking, and sponsoring activities. Local residents, for instance, could be reached through small advertisements in the Ithaca Times about arrivals of seasonal beers and other news around the tasting room. Tourists already form a great part of the tasting room visitors. However, since the company does not engage in any advertisement efforts to tourists, we recommend intensifying relationships with the local hotels. For example, visitors could be informed through flyers and guest room information kits. In return, IBC could compensate hotels with free seasonal beer samples. Select students like, for example, Johnson School or Hotel School graduates represent a highly lucrative target market for the tasting room. IBC should intensify relationships with the food and beverage departments or the Hotel School Beer Club. This distinct target group could be reached through their weekly social events. IBC could sponsor and personally attend those gatherings to increase the tasting room experience. The physical condition of the tasting room does not facilitate the proposed marketing initiatives. Therefore, we urge IBC to invest in the outer appearance, in the signage, and the lighting of the property. The tasting room and brewery has to be an inviting place, which is easy to see from the street, to ultimately incite spontaneous visitation. Obviously, the company is aware of the problematic situation, since it is currently considering a move. Ithaca Beer should leverage the use of physical evidence such as coasters or bottle labels to promote the brewery or other major events. On the back of the label on each bottle, a marketing message could be positioned, inviting people to the brewery and at the same time emphasizing the company's strong roots in the Finger Lake region. Also, the back of coasters can be used as a marketing platform to promote the tasting room or the Ithaca Brewfest. Selected bars should then be equipped on a regular basis. In the next part of our presentation, we shall talk about how to measure the effectiveness of our proposed marketing initiatives. With respect to tasting room traffic, we recommend that IBC solicit customers for information about how they learn about the tasting room. We recommend that the company tracks tasting room traffic and sales consistently and looks for increases in overall sales and on a per customer sales basis. Overall, the company should develop a system for recording purchase frequency.
For measuring social media, we have a number of ideas, including looking at historical data and comparing it to current sales, using social media tracking tools to track not only the quantitative activity on social media sites, but also get a sense of what people are saying and the volume of qualitative data. We also recommend tracking attendance of events that are promoted using social media to have an overall impact on the attendance. Lastly, for measuring awareness, we recommend conducting research prior to launching the brand ambassadors or any of the events to gauge target customers' awareness of the brand before and after. And like with social media, we recommend tracking the number of attendees at events, also the amount of money donated at the charity events, and overall sales levels at IBC and across its third-party retail vendors. With that, we're at the end of our presentation.